Daniel here, 395 Junkie, and welcome to another adventure. And this weekend's adventure actually starts right here in our kitchen. So, Milestar Tires, Patagonia, is having an event this weekend, and Martin over there at Milestar had asked Jerry at Tembo Tusk if he wouldn't mind serving some of the food. And Jerry turned around and invited me and asked me to cook for one of the meals. So I'm cooking for about 40 people, and so I was trying to figure out a good meal that I could still use the Tembo Tusk but feed a mass amount of people. So what I decided on cooking, and I'm going to prepare some of it here at the house, is I'm going to be doing some slow cooked Texas pulled pork sandwiches. I got some pork shoulder here that I'm going to be letting it slow cook in the crock pot all day today. And then I'm also doing some like southern molasses barbecue shredded chicken sandwiches, which I got to take the chicken out still, but that's also going to be sitting in one of the crock pot all days. And for sides, I'm just going to be making some homemade coleslaw. And once I'm up there, I'm actually going to be cooking some hot dogs on the Tembo Tusk, and I'm going to be putting on a Dutch oven of chili and let that cook for 4 or 5 hours. So I figured this is a good meal for, if you're feeding, maybe you won't be feeding 40 people, but if you're feeding 10 people or 15 out at camp, a lot of times you might want to prepare some of the food at the house here, and that's exactly what this video is about. It's showing you great camp meals that you can kind of get a head start at the house. Throw in a freezer bag, throw it in your cooler or in your refrigerator, and then once you get up there, all you really need to do is toast the buns and reheat the meat, and dinner served. So, all right. So what we're going to do first is we are going to line the bottom of the slow cooker with some sliced onions, which will keep the pork shoulder off the very bottom to keep it from burning. All right, and we've got about 11 pounds of pork shoulder here, and a good rule of thumb is, generally speaking, you want to go a ½ pound of meat per person. So this is 11. This will serve up to about 22 people, and then I've got just about as much chicken, which will do another 22, and then I'm not sure what the crowd's going to be like, so I also brought some hot dogs, and I'm going to be cooking some chili for, chili dogs, and if there's any kids there that want to have just a hot dog. So, all right, so we got the pork shoulder all cut up into chunk-sized pieces that will all fit inside the slow cooker. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to add the salt, the pepper, and some chili powder for just some real, initial seasoning, and then we'll throw it in there and let it start cooking. And there's Sierra just waiting for me to drop something. Not today, Missy. Not today. Alright, so everything's seasoned. Let's see if we can get everything to fit inside the cooker here. Alright, put this on low, and we're good to go. So let's get the chicken on. Alright guys, so I'm going to make the barbecue sauce right now because we need to use some of that for while you're cooking the chicken. So I'm going to get started with all that, and we'll show you guys how to make some homemade barbecue sauce. Alright, so we're just going to start adding all of our ingredients into the saucepan here, which is, in this case, about 24 ounces of tomato sauce we're going to start with. And next we're going to do about 1 cup of molasses or honey. I'm electing to go with honey. Alright. That's about good. Now we're going to add about 3/4 cup of vinegar. Alright. We're going to do 1 clove of minced garlic and about 3 teaspoons of chili powder and 1½ teaspoon of black pepper. Alright. And just a little bit of salt. Use some kosher salt here since we got it out. And we're just gonna bring that to a boil. And once it gets to a boil, we're just gonna turn it down and let it simmer for a while so it will thicken up. Alright, our barbecue sauce is just about done. And that smells good. So we're gonna turn it off. And we're gonna pour half of it inside one crock pot, and we're going to pour half in the other. Let's go ahead and put half the onion in one, half in the other. And about 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce in each one. And we're going to mix this all together in here. And we're going to add our chicken. And we're going to let everything cook on low for about 7 to 8 hours. And I am going to head into work, earn some money, and we will catch up with you guys as soon as I get home, and we'll pick it up from there. Alright guys, it is 5:42, just got home from work, and all of this just looks absolutely amazing. It smells really good in the house. The pork looks done, chicken looks done, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move this all to the cutting board, and I'm going to shred. I'm going to start with the chicken. I'm going to shred it all. I'm going to put it back in here and all the juices. And then I'm going to move it over to the Ziploc freezer bag so we can start packing it away for tomorrow's adventure. Alright guys, so we are having a really, really exciting Friday night, huh dear? Compared to normally. Normally we'll go out with our friends and have a drink or two, and tonight we are cooking.
You're cooking.
Yeah, I'm cooking. Very exciting Friday night.
Enjoying my beer.
Yes, at least we have our beer. God, if nothing else, our beer, right? And tonight we're drinking some Voodoo Ranger, Juicy Haze IPA, and it is just falling apart. Look at this, incredible. All right, it is done. Alright guys, so we're going to start shredding the pork.
Yeah.
The barbecue sauce is all made. And then I'm going to put all this back in the crock pot here and let it soak for a little bit. And then I'm going to start packing the Jeep. So that's it for about tonight. Early morning tomorrow, dear. 6 a.m. So I hope you're ready.
What if I'm not?
Then we'll leave when you're ready.
Good answer.
Alright guys, we'll see you in the morning. I can't wait to show you guys camp. Alright guys, so we just exited Alamo Drive near Yucca, and we're going to continue taking these side roads until we hit the trailhead, and we're headed up into what's called the Waba Yuma Wilderness, which is where Milestar is having their second night pit stop where everybody's going to camp, and we're going to cook and hang out with everybody. It should be a really good time, but I'm not sure how long we'll be on this little road, but I think we only have another about 15-20 miles to go. So once we get into the dirt, I don't know if we need to air down or not, but we'll get you guys some drone footage of the area. It looks really, really good. It's kind of cloudy, so I'm not sure if it's going to turn out that great, but we'll see you guys at camp.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon. Won't stop fighting to the very end. Many men try to reach it, many men have failed. Well, if you wanna get to heaven, you gotta raise a little hell. And I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. Will you find me? Hope you find me. I'll be back home soon. When the sunrise, when the sun.
Alright guys, so we kept exploring up here by the mine, looking for a spot to go to, and we found this little like natural spring-fed pool, and there's all these little red fish that kind of look like koi fish. I'm sure someone watching this will know what they are. If you know what they are, leave me a message, and this is the most incredible thing I've ever seen. Yeah, educate us please, Mama Goose says. And I kind of think we should make this camp. Hey, Jared. All right, guys, so just got here at camp. We're getting all set up, waiting for the group to show up. It'll probably be another hour or so before they get here, but decided on this little spot down here by this little pen enclosure that they use for cattle. And so there's camp. At least that's where we're setting up for the food. Probably have a campfire down here somewhere. And we'll probably get some campers. Some of the guys that are gonna camp up there by the mine. Maybe a few more right here. It gets a little flatter. You got room down here for another 4 or 5 cars. And then up there is where we're at, where we saw the fish. I think that's kind of a hike though, but it's actually a great camping spot, so. Well, you made it in one piece, Jer. What do you think?
It was fun.
Yeah? Did you see the fish?
I did. The fish are very cool.
Yeah. All right, guys, so we're going to try out this new saw. Instead of bringing my chainsaw on small trips like this, I bought this off Amazon. It's called the Silky Katana Boy 500. And this thing is terrifying looking, so hopefully I don't cut myself. Let's get to work. That should do it. Without cutting myself. All right. Bring this wood back to the campfire and we are good to go. So I'm gonna start prepping some chili that's gonna be cooked actually in the Dutch oven. And then we've got all the pulled pork and chicken that we're gonna be cooking in the, on all the scottles to warm them up. So let's get going here. And Jerry, you brought your little bike out here. What do you think of that?
I did. I brought a little a Suron electric bike.
Yeah.
Dirt bike. It was fun. First time I've tried it, I had a ball.
And none of us crashed, which was even better.
Yeah, means we didn't go fast enough.
Well, I didn't know there was a sport mode on it. If I would have known that.
Yeah, you forgot about the sport mode. Yeah, you know what? Our tables, we're doing them with adjustable legs now.
Yeah.
So all the new ones going out have adjustable legs. So you can make them tall.
You can make them tall. If you're on uneven ground, it makes it real easy to make sure everything's level.
Jerry, you like IPAs?
You know what? I'm not an IPA. I'm more of a blonde. That's okay. I've got some. If I can get it open, I've got some apple moonshine.
Oh, very nice.
But it sticks. So
Jerry said he doesn't like IPAs, but he'll drink moonshine. He brought some moonshine, so
we got some apple moonshine.
Beer
it's not getting warm.
is lonely.
My beer is lonely. Let me give it some love. And what you guys can't see is we got a nice little fire going over here that I'm using to warm up the chimney with all the charcoal in it. We're going to use that with the Dutch oven here in a little bit, so you can feel the heat blowing right this way. And the Jeep's going to smell like campfire for the next 2 months, which doesn't bother me any.
What do you want me to do? Just
Yeah, peel it and then chop it up real good. And why don't you tell, dear, I get a lot of comments on men who show these videos to their wives because they're intimidated and they're not interested in going camping. Why don't you tell all the wives out there what your camping experience is like out here and what makes it bearable, because so many husbands are in disbelief that you'll be willing to stick it out like you do.
really.
Yes.
The big thing is just being prepared. For cold weather, for rainy weather.
However, we do have. Let's see if we can do
Warmer
this.
weather makes it easier. However, it is nice with Mr. 395 Junkie. He makes it easy because I don't have to do much. To prepare myself, because I don't like to be cold, I left the house in thermals and snow pants. Ooh,
This is pineapple rum.
ooh, this will warm me up. Oh, that smells really good.
There we go.
Wow, that's yummy.
That's wrong, isn't it?
Oh my gosh.
Here's yours right here.
Thank you.
Pineapple rum warms you up too. So anyway, so I left the house in my thermals, my wool socks, my snow pants that are lined with fleece, and my wool sweater.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Because I knew when we got here it was going to be windy and cold. So I just wanted to be instantly prepared and not have to fumble through my bag to find things.
Tasty.
But definitely invest in
Yeah, I like that. Very
decent
drinkable.
clothing that's going to keep you comfortable. Secondly, women. We need privacy when we're using the restroom, right? We're not like a man. We can't just go anywhere, whenever.
Handiest thing of picking.
So, we have our privacy shelter. We had one that was very difficult to set up and hated it. We invested in one that just pops open, so you literally just pop it open. It's a CVT tent. and it snaps into place, and we stake it down, and you're done. You dig your hole inside, and your toilet paper's in there, so it's ready to go whenever. So again, part of the prep is that as well. You can't be afraid to go in the wild. So number 1 is be in the right mindset.
And number 2,
Be prepared.
use toilet paper.
And number
I
3.
thought we were on different numbers.
And number 3, have someone like 395 Junkie who's going to do a lot of the work for you.
This is true. All right, guys, so we're gonna get the chili on right now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move the coals from over there that are nice and warm. I'm gonna set them below the Dutch oven, set them on top. I'm gonna start cooking the onion and garlic, kind of like you would on a stove top. And then once I add all the chili and beans and everything else, we're gonna put the lid on it, and we're gonna put some coals on top of that also. So let's get going here.
With this pineapple red.
Yeah. Since we can hear them, they must be on their way up.
They must be getting close, huh? All right, let's add the onion. It's already nice and hot. You can hear it. Maybe that cracked a little. Thank you. Jerry's handing out the rum like it's going out of style.
Only way to keep warm.
Yep. All right, guys, so pretty sure the onions are exactly where we want them to be, so we're going to go ahead and add the garlic.
References for.
Oh, yeah, that's what we want right there.
There we go.
Go ahead and do it to it, Jer.
See how good I am?
This is, that was perfect. You didn't spill a single piece.
No. I mean, I'm just that good.
So we're going to cook this up, and then we'll add the ground beef, or I should say ground bison in a little bit. Let that keep cooking.
Last night we were in.
All right, so we just added the ground bison. We're going to let that cook up, and then we're going to put all the beans and the seasoning in here. And we're going to let it think about what it's done.
Okay.
Yeah, this is cooking up nice now. We're just about done. All right, so all the bison is cooked. Mama Goose is going to go get all the beans and tomatoes and everything else and the chili mix. Do it to it, dear. All right.
El pato.
El pato. Your
Kidney beans.
kidney beans.
It's only some.
Pinto beans.
So,
Pinto beans coming up.
more crushed tomatoes.
More crushed tomatoes. Secret
More
ingredient right here,
El
El Pato. This is the goods. What do we got, dear? More kidney beans. All right.
And a little more pinto.
Is that it? I hope.
And seasoning.
Seasoning. Let's do it, dear.
Okay, go.
Spread it out nice. All right. That should do it. I'm just going to mix this up real good. And we're going to add some more coals and just let it cook nice.
Yes, we
Yeah.
do.
You gonna make a Chicago doc out of it? Like, how'd you know?
And we're just about ready with the barbecue pork and barbecue chicken sandwiches too. Pork or chicken?
Pork, please.
You got it.
I grew up in North Carolina,
All right.
where there's one kind of barbecue, and you just gave it to me.
That's right. All right, so did you saw these up and then put them back, right?
Tish, did you cut them all?
Yeah, look at this.
Oh, there you go.
Incredible woman.
Yes.
That's right.
And it's got nothing to do with the fact that she's out here camping with me right now.
Heck yeah.
Winner.
Anybody else?
Okay. If everybody would like to come around and listen, that includes you, Mr. Bacchus at the back, and Vern. Can we move that closer to the fire? We could, but you're just going to have to tough it out with your chanclas. So, we've got several gifts. Several different companies came to pull this off. Obviously, Milestar Tires, kind of the big part of organization. We got your cutting boards and all those sweet gift bags, right? So we're going to do the main round with all the other prizes, and then the final gift is the 3-ton jack. They what do they call this one?
That's
The big the Godzilla. That's what it is. It's the big. It's the Godzilla. Jack.
What are you giving away first, Marty?
I don't know. What am I feeling? I'm feeling a gift certificate.
Off the grid.
Off the grid gift certificate. Here we go. Everybody's names on one of these. We have every one of you that volunteered that's not a vendor here. Daryl. Nope. 50 bucks, man.
All right.
Okay, if it's a blank, you're the blank.
I'm the blank.
Fill in the blank.
Blanks.
All right, we need a neutral party. Heidi, come and choose the winning ticket for the 3-ton Pro Eagle Jack.
One
Here we
ticket.
go.
Just one.
Is it rigged? Is it rigged?
Give it to Marty.
About when it is.
Blank.
Is it the blank?
He had one shot. One shot and you
One
made it.
shot was all he needed.
Hell, I didn't need that other crap.
So,
And this trails bag. So,
oh, that's right.
Wait,
Wait. Yeah.
Martin, let's do it one more time.
You sure?
Yeah, let's go this whole group one more time.
One more time?
I'm throwing mine
All right.
back in.
Throwing it back in. All right, Heidi, come on.
this is for the
This is for the jack. For the jack. And my fingers. They're freezing.
Way too much jack for that.
For the most Instagrammiest
Oh no.
of them all.
It's not me.
never
No.
second.
Wrong Josh.
Oh.
Yeah. Congrats, bro.
Nice.
Nice job. You have this trails bag, and that's going to go to lucky winner. Runner up, John's Bacchus. Everybody else.
Suck it.
While we still got your attention, Andrew and I just want to thank you for taking the time to do this. We understand that for many, time is money. You have to use vacation. This is really just about getting people together, enjoying something that we all want to do, but maybe never get the opportunity to do, and bringing just people who really wouldn't interact outside of this, right? And making new connections, building the off-road community. We thank you for that. We thank Tembo Tusk and Jerry.
Yeah.
We thank you, Daniel and Leticia. Daniel slaved 2 days over cooking that meat and making sure that it was correct before it got here. So, thanks to you. Great.
My pleasure.
The chili was fantastic. 395 Junkie on Instagram at 395 Junkie, bro. That's his plate.
That's it.
So thank you. That's it. We're gonna enjoy the fire, but we really appreciate everything with you guys coming and supporting us.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Yay. Expedition 1 is done.
Well, as you can see, we are not at camp anymore. Dear, do you want to explain why?
Oh my gosh. It was about 4:30 and the winds started gushing 50 plus miles an hour.
Yeah, 50 plus miles an hour is when it started at 4:30. However, up until 4:30, it was like 30 mile an hour winds. So it's not like it was any better.
No, but
So we didn't get a week of sleep.
and
It
we
was
didn't get to
cold.
eat our breakfast again.
No breakfast,
No,
no coffee, no apple pie.
Nothing.
That
Threw everything in here because it was windy packing up.
Bell is a mess. Alright, so I'm not sure how much of that you guys got. But
In any case, we threw everything in the back because it was so windy.
and in doing so, it's like glamorous sand out there. There's just sand everywhere. Everything's just thrown in the Jeep.
It's a mess.
We're a mess. That's it. I'm out. No more camping, no more overlanding. Everything's for sale.
Yeah, right.
Just kidding. So we are really having to cut this video short. I'm sorry, guys. I wish I could have provided you a little bit more content. So it'll be a shorter video. I can tell you how wonderful it was that we forgot to record and everything else, but hey, you gotta take the good with the bad, and it was bad.
That's okay.
And I'm tired. And now I'm rambling. But we had a really good night last night. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that footage. The chili turned out great.
Got to meet a lot of new, cool, like-minded people.
Yes, there were a lot of really fun people that we hung out with, and we were up till late. It was like, whew, I haven't been up that late. It was like 10 o'clock. And then we went to bed. But FYI, if you had to choose between the pulled pork and the chicken for your next adventure, make the pulled pork. That was a hit. We're bringing back a bunch of chicken, so that'll be good for dinner. But I think we're going to take a few weeks off, guys. I got to give Belle some love, turn some wrenches on her, make sure everything's good for our trip after Christmas. So I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, and keep an eye out for our next video, probably sometime first week of January. I have a feeling I'll have a bunch of content, so it'll probably be 2 videos. So I'll make up for the longer. I'm rambling. Mama Goose is right. I'll see you guys later. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. Peace out.